Action.
Guten Tag. Today we will not be making German pancakes. We will be making really dank Danish Ebelskivers. Now what is an Ebelskiver, you may wonder? It's like a pancake but in the size of a tennis ball. If you take a turn over there, you can see what kind of pan you might need for your dank Danish Ebelskivers. Now back in the day, rumor has it that the Danish people wanted to make pancakes, but they didn't have modern conveniences such as pancakes. So they used their hammered up shields and they put them over a fire, and there you have it, Ebelskivers. Today we will be learning how to make them. What you might need: first, flour power. Then powdered sugar. Then baking powder. Unsalted butter. Don't use salted butter, you're gonna get really salted Ebelskivers. Some more powdered sugar in case you didn't get enough right here. You never can have too much sugar. More sugar. Eggs. Lingonberry jam. This might not be lingonberry, but it sure looks like it. And some measuring spoons. Don't forget your whisk, so we can whisk it right up. Cut. Now real chefs, they don't memorize the recipes. They actually use recipes, okay? Now today we're gonna use a recipe because I have a grandma brain. I don't remember things very well, okay? So I'm gonna be looking at my phone, which, we'll give you this recipe if you need it. So first, roll up your sleeves because we're gonna get dirty. Make sure you're wearing an apron, okay? First step number 1 is be patient with me, okay? While I find the recipe. Step number 2, in your small bowl, you're gonna whisk together the flour. Well, how much flour do you need? Great question. 1 cup, okay? Now, this will make about 20 Ebelskivers, so if you want to double the recipe, you'll need 2 cups. This is what I call flour power. Flour is one of those messy ingredients, so make sure you don't make a mess. 1 teaspoon, half that, okay? Now, if you're doubling the recipe, you'll need to use the full teaspoon. See that? 50% equals 1/2. Dump it right in. What's next? Now, I know these are Danish Ebelskivers, but we're gonna add in some Himalayan salt just to spice it up, give it some color. Now this is a lot of sugar, but we're only gonna be using 1 teaspoon of it, okay? Just a little bit more than 1 teaspoon. We're actually gonna be using 1 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon. So now I'm just gonna do a little half there. Put it right in. Now this may look like ice cream, but I assure you it's sugar, okay? Standard white sugar. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna crack your egg, just like that. Now, this one I'm gonna be using for the egg whites. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer all of the egg whites right out of there.
Maybe put them in the tub.
Sure.
You've got peaches on this thighs.
Oh.
Where's the diaper at?
Okay, so all we have in there is the egg whites. Now we're gonna need 1 more bowl to save our yolks, okay? You can also use a mug if you don't have a bowl, okay? You're just gonna plop it right in there. That's the egg yolk, in case you didn't know. The yolk is the more fatty part of the egg. That's where you get the good stuff. We're gonna add 1 cup to our egg yolks over here. So I would actually recommend that we use a bigger bowl because we're gonna need to whisk in here. So you use 1 full cup. We're using whole milk. The more whole, the more creamier you're gonna get. You can substitute it for 2% or 1% though. We're gonna need to melt some butter. So what you're gonna need is 2 tablespoons. So if you look on here, 2 tablespoons. So you're just gonna cut that right there. And you're gonna put that back in your handy dandy cup measure. Make sure your hands are clean. We're gonna microwave this. As long as you want. Not too long, not too short. Whisk together till the peaks form. Now this is gonna take a long time. So if you wanna go the more modern way, you can do an electric mixer. Milk and yolk mix, okay? Okay, now after whisking that together, do not overmix it. So we're gonna add in now our wet ingredients, which is all of this, okay? Now we're gonna whisk this all together. Now don't overmix, so the batter should look lumpy like this, okay? And then you're gonna add your fluffy egg whites and you're gonna pour those right in. I'm gonna mix it together. And there you have it, Ebelskiver batter. Now for the fun part, we're gonna start pouring this, okay? This right here is an Ebelskiver pan. And what you're gonna wanna do is heat it up to medium-high. We've just been heating it up this whole time. Now what you're gonna wanna do is put just a little bit of butter in each circle. Once that butter starts bubbling, we're gonna add in the batter, okay? This means that our pan is ready to receive the batter because our butter is boiling. You see that? So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna take 1 tablespoon of batter, okay? I'm gonna put it in, and then you can have the jam of your choice. We've done strawberry today. Traditional is lingonberry. A spoonful of jam. Put it on the batter, and then you're gonna top it off with another tablespoon of batter, okay? After you do that with all of them, you're gonna flip. You can also do like Nutella, or really anything.
Cheese.
Oh, you can do cheese too if you wanna do savory. So, you've got options here. And try to remember which one you put first. We'll do some Nutella. Okay, so now I think it's about time. Now I think it's been about 3 minutes. We didn't measure, but we're just gonna guess. We're gonna just take this one and we're gonna flip it upside down. So not perfect, but you know, they'll taste the same. That way we can cook the bottom of these, okay? They'll end up looking somewhat like a ball. Well, that one's kind of not ready, but. As you can tell, we're not perfect chefs over here. We try to make this relatable, realistic. You know, this is not a cooking show you see on TV because, you know, these aren't perfect circles, but they're gonna taste like perfect circles. So that's what matters, that we're getting out and we're trying something new. There you have it. Ebelskiver. Okay, that's what they look like when they're done. Thanks for joining.
Messages that will bring peace to your soul.
Peace out.
Messages that will heal your broken